Hello internet people, you're more plugged in than most people, you know that? And right now, you're plugged into the Dean's List. The Dean Project friggin' dope. Double beef week friggin' yeah. That's right, it's a very special episode of the Dean's List. It's a double beef week, which means we're giving out a potential 20 points today on the show. Now what that means to the Dean's List in the broader picture, it's huge. Like, people can take huge jumps in the Dean's List right now, and this could really change the game. So we're just gonna jump into it. I don't wanna really fucking review every video in detail. So the first 10, I'm just gonna whiz through, and then maybe the closer we get to all those beefy points, I'll talk about it a little more. But until then, we're just gonna take a quick look at number 20, picking up the first little measly point. We got Broken Arrow, Gokanaru for his response to H3. Number 19, picking up 2 points, we got Blackyspeakz for his video about J. Cole and No Name. Okay, at number 18, we got Kavos for going into other people's OnlyFans that no one else really wants to go into and doing the research that the internet needs to see. Number 17, getting 4 points, we got Jacques Slade talking about the Nike space hippies. Number 16, getting 5 points, we got Amanda the Jedi. She had 2 pretty great videos in the last 2 weeks. One about millennials and one about the 4th season of 13 Reasons Why. Go check them out. Number 15, picking up 6 little points, we got Mr. Foamer Simpson for his videos about the Nike Blazers collaboration with Kevin Bradley. Number 14, picking up 7 points, we got Anthony Padilla for interviewing 3 drag queens that are really fucking sick. Number 13, we got Louis Spears picking up 8 points for his video about his cooking without instructions, which was fucking hilarious. I highly encouraged him when I saw it originally, like a year or so ago. I was like, man, you got to do this again. And here we are. We finally got another season of cooking without instructions. And for that, Louis Spears is picking up 8 points. Number 12, getting 9 points, is the first entry talking about Attaway General, which is that YouTube show starring TikTokers that are in a hospital. There's ridiculous stuff, but Drew Gooden did a pretty good job of talking about it all, but there are a few better videos, in my opinion, about the topic. Number 11, picking up 10 points, we got Gus Johnson. Now 10 points, that is normally a pretty beefy amount of points, but on the double beef week special, it's not the beefiest amount of points. But this video that he did that you're watching right here in silence is called Launching an Investigation. I strongly suggest that you go watch it if you like to chuckle. Alright, okay, we're halfway through the list. We got so many more points, just the beefiest amount of points that I didn't even know that this amount of beef existed in the world, but here I am. I created all these points for all these creators. Yeah, who's gonna take the monumental lead this week? Who's gonna pick up the big old bad boy 20 beefy old big old bad boy beefy points? Alright, okay, we're gonna be talking about number 10, picking up 11 beefy bad boys. We got our boy Finn McKenty. He had 2 pretty banger videos. Well, that was 3. He had 2 pretty banger videos last week and the week before. One about the fashion that was related to nu metal. Do you remember nu metal and all the fashion? Funniest stuff. I loved all of that. And then the video that you're watching right now here in silence is what killed punk. Punk is like a really defining movement in my life, even though it was in the 70s and I wasn't born until the 80s, but all of the things surrounding that whole culture really has always resonated with me, and it did have a lifespan, and the impact that punk left on the world is still around. It's still alive and well. Finn McKenty's video on the subject is just fucking dope. Go check it out. Okay, right now you're watching Brad Hall, and this video that you're watching, so fucking funny. He just introduces you to these shoes, which is really sick of him to do, but then he has a really creative way to change the laces out, because you can't change the laces out of these things without snipping them. But he has a really ingenious way of being able to swap out the laces back and forth from regular to bungee. So you should really check out this video if you want to know what that shit's all about. Alright. Okay, number 8, picking up, how many points does 8 get? 8 gets 13 points. We're clearly watching the melon, alright? He had so many videos. I can't even keep up with this guy, and there's no way that I can do a double beef week without giving a huge heaping helping of beef to the most veganist vegan creator in the world. So here you go, Fantano. I know this is the kind of beef that you want in your life. Here's 13 beefy bad boys. Okay, we got like another video about Attaway General, that TikTok show, but this time it's from Leon Lush. Leon Lush's video was just a little bit better than Drew's, I think, and for that he's picking up like a whole heap and helping of 14 fucking beefy points, and I love this video. This video was very funny, and I loved his perspective on the whole thing, and at the end, the joke that he makes about the... I don't know, I don't want to ruin it. I can't ruin it. You gotta go check out this fucking video after my video, okay? Thank you. Alright, coming in at number 6, picking up 15 beefy points, we got Wavy Web Surf for his video about the Olive Garden review lady. She reviewed an Olive Garden in a newspaper, and people ripped her a new one because of it, because it was just an Olive Garden, and she just fucking loved it. And then Anthony Bourdain took her under his wing and put out a book with her, and then, of course, Anthony Bourdain's life ended tragically, and I don't want to talk about that right now. That's not the tone of this very video, but Wavy Web Surf's video about this review lady, so good. I didn't know about this story before I watched this video. Maybe you don't know about this story yet. If you want to go back in time and witness this thing, there it is for you. It's dope. Number 5, picking up 16 points, we're going to be talking about Alpha Media and his discussion around the Rick Roll troll that got so huge a couple years ago. And the cultural impact that this fucking meme had was like unprecedented. And just like an overall history of it was really nice to see. And then how Rick Astley dealt with it was really nice to see. I just loved this telling of this story. It was like a little mini documentary of a really like specific period in time. I don't know, man, really dope. Enough to pick up a whole heap and help and a 16 beefy fucking points. Okay, now we're gonna be getting into like the uncharted territory of just crazy amounts of points. I like, it's almost unfair to give these creators this amount of points. But number 4, picking up 17 points, we got Psych IRL for talking about like the reasons why she thinks that the United States and maybe like humanity in general are just so divided. You know, she took like a couple weeks to really like reflect on this and to think about what she wanted to say. Apparently she made this video a couple times. It's like, no, that's not the video I want to make. But then her effort was fucking outstanding. I loved every bit of it. Okay, number 3, we got fucking Whang picking up 18 points for his video about the icy, hot stuntas and also the mysterious song part 3. Whang's got a really great channel, guys. Like, he's picking up so many points right now. That's going to bring him so close to the top of the leaderboard. But number 2, we're going to be talking about the number 1 of the year so far. We got Charlie, we got Critical, we got Penguin Zero, and he came on and he talked about Attaway General. And in my opinion, this was the best video about Attaway General. And I think that because Charlie always has seemingly like the correct opinion, that he should swap names with the right opinion, all right? Because the right opinion puts out critical uploads, and Critical just always has the right opinion. So let's just like swap those names and we can move on with our life. Now we gotta talk about number 1. Number 1 is someone that hasn't picked up that many points so far this year, but I really love his approach to his content. I think he really knows how to talk to an internet audience. I think he really knows like all the different references to make, from obscure to mainstream to somewhere in the middle. This guy really has a good sense of like the internet crowd and just like feeds them content. And this time he fed them a video about Lele Pons' movie with FouseyTube from a couple years ago. We're talking about Pyrocynical. Now this guy has a storied history on the platform. And, you know, before he was like a lot like Leafy, where it was just like gameplay stuff over commentary. And then it was like a huge face reveal. Then he started doing things more like videos kind of in the vein of like H3 from a couple years ago. And there was a whole bunch of beef and drama and all that shit. I'm not here to talk about that. This guy knows how to make videos, man. This guy knows how to make content. This guy is fucking out here. And he has earned, how many fucking subscribers does he have? 4.2? This guy can even deal with a couple more million subscribers in my opinion. Double beef week, double the beef. We dished it out, we gave it out. now we're gonna go over the top 10, and then we're gonna sign right off. Alright, the top 10 of the year so far is looking pretty good. There's a huge amount of points that I gave out on the Dean's List this year. And you know that a lot of them were going to Charlie, and Charlie picked up a whole fucking Jesus Christ load of them today. And so he's really secured his lead at number 1 with 106 points. That's insane. So now it's pretty much like a race to number 2. I think Charlie has like clinched Creator of the Year. But below that, we got Psych IRL with 89, has always been up there near the top. Brad Hall with 82, he's always been up there near the top. Wavy Web Surf, he's been floating near the middle, now he's bounced right up to the top. Same with Whang. Then they're 1 point apart. Wavy Web Surf has 79 points, and Whang has 78 points. That's fucking crazy. And Fantano's below that with 76. Leon Lush is below that with 71. Below that, Finn McKenty with 66. Below that, we got Amanda the Jedi with 61. And then Gus Johnson with 52. All right? And then that's where like the big gap of points kind of happen, because the next one below 52 is 37 points, and that's Pyrocynical. So those 20 points that Pyro just picked up this week really got him fucking so close to the top 10. So if he can put out another banger or two, who knows how this year could end up. Okay, well, thank you for watching that load of horseshit that I call content. If you enjoyed it for whatever reason, remember to just scroll on down and spank a little like on it for me. Really appreciate it.